Okay, guys. In our last lecture, we cover up to this, right? Now today we will going to see the basic synthesis process of your network. Now there are four types of method, or you can say there are four way by which you can synthesize your network. First is removal of pole at infinity. Second is removal of pole at origin. Third one is removal of conjugate at imaginary pole. And fourth one is removal of constant. Right. In this way, you can synthesize your network. Okay, we will see one by one. Now, first one is removal of pole at infinity. Now, for any network, right? For any network, you can define a transfer function, or you can say you can define a impedance function in A by B form, right? For example, if there are if the degree of both numerator and denominator is not same, right? So there are suppose, for example, see here, in transfer function, in transfer function, if the numerator degree is not equal to denominator degree, then root locus is start from, in transfer function, root locus start from poles and terminate at your zeros, right? So for example, s minus of z1, z s plus z1, z1 is nothing but your zeros, right? So there are one zero and two pole here, s plus p1 and s plus p2. So see, the degree of the denominator is 2 and degree of numerator is 1, right? Is 1. So here in this function, uh, how many poles are 2 and how many zeros are 1. So you have to balance the degree both. So we are generally assume that at 1 0 is at the location of infinite, right? So wait a minute, guys. Okay. One pole at infinite location, okay? So here, one zero at infinite location. So by this, you can balance your this root locus, means your root locus start from pole 1 and terminate at 1 0, and second is pole 2 and terminate at other is infinite. So as a, you have to balance your this, okay? You have to balance your degree. Now in this case, we have assumed the your one pole, you have to assume your one pole is at infinity, right? It's mean here the function which is z of s is given here. So you are assuming here your zero is greater than your pole, right? Then only you are assuming at one pole at infinity. Okay, so in this case, you are assuming uh, you have pole at infinite location. Okay, so here you are assuming that you have a pole at the infinite location. So see here, removal of pole at infinity. So here your numerator degree is greater than by order of 1, because we already seen that for Harvest criteria, right? Your difference of your degrees, or you can say difference of your order of numerator and denominator is should be equal to one, or should be equal to one, or sorry, or should be equal to one. Differences are should be equal to one or 0. Okay, it means your power must be same or it is differ by 1. So here, at when you consider removal of pole at infinity, here in this case, one means this order of numerator is greater than order of denominator. by 1. Okay, the same here. Now see, in such case, you are you are synthesize your network by two ways, right? First is impedance format, another is admittance format. So for example, if you are giving impedance in p by q form, अगर इस फॉर्म में आपको सर्किट दिया है, राइट, p upon q form, then that circuit you have to rearrange in descending order of s, in descending order of your s. Okay, so in this, once you arrange your circuit or your equation in descending order of your this S, then you have to use the this method. Okay, once you arrange this, then use this Hurwitz polynomial method, and you have to use ordinary division method. So we will see what is that now. So any circuit you can represent with this format. This is your total impedance, and total impedance is nothing but the series combination of these two impedance, right? And similarly for admittance circuit, this is a parallel combination of your this circuit. Then only you can add up this y is equal to y1 plus y2, right? And here z is equal to z1 plus z2. So now, what is the process here? You have to divide the numerator by denominator a term, right? So numerator by you have to divide numerator by denominator. So h of s can be taken out of z of s. H of s is a positive constant, and this h of s can be seen as this an by bn. See here in this standard format. This is your standard format. Okay, so these are the methods. So see here, if you make this impedance in standard format, for example, this format, okay, s plus z1, s plus means, see here the coefficient of s is 1. So make this equation with this standard format, right? Like this standard format. So you have to common taken out the an from numerator and bm from denominator. Once you taken the common from numerator, the highest degree of s is the coefficient of highest degree of s is 1. So you can taken out from an from numerator and bm from denominator, and this constant is represent with h, which is nothing but your an by bm, right? So same here. See, this h is represented by an divided by bn. Now you can now this is the circuit. This circuit you can also represent once you taken out this constant outside from the equation. You can represent this network with this format: zs is equal to hs plus z2s. So here z1 is nothing but your hs. Now see, for inductor, we can represent inductor in Laplace domain equal to Ls, right? So here H is represent your L. Okay, here H is represent your L. So this is nothing but your inductor L, right? H is represent your L in series in this impedance format. Okay, so this is Zs is nothing but your Ls plus Z2s. Now in circuit format, represent that this equation in this circuit. Now you are find this Z1s, right? Now you need to find out this Z2s. Now how to find out this Z2s? The same for finding Z2s is nothing but your Z2s is nothing but your Z1 Z of s minus H of s, right? You can also find from this, or you can also use the division method. We will see that also. Now same for admittance function. If the original function is a admittance y of s, then the removal of pole at infinity would be taken out a capacitor form y of s. Okay, so in this, if the function given in the form of admittance, then uh, the removal of pole at infinity that represent in terms of this capacitor, okay, shunt capacitor. So see, so this circuit you must be remember while solving the problem, okay, or you synthesize the any problem, any circuitry. Now the removal of pole at the origin. This is the first method, okay. Now removal of pole at infinity. This is your first method, okay. Now the second method is removal of pole at the origin. Now in this, your pole is situated on your origin of your function, right? So this is a second method. So by this method, you generally observe that your standard function is in P by Q format, right? This is here I am taking the impedance, but it not necessarily impedance is going to you. It may be admittance. So depending on that particular function, you have to proceed. Okay. Now uh, here I consider impedance. So this is nothing but your PES by QS format. So in this, generally we observe that your denominator degree is greater than your numerator by 1. Okay, your denominator degree is greater by numerator by degree 1. Okay, so and in for this removal of pole, you have to arrange your circuit in ascending manner. Now see, in a removal of pole at origin, we arrange your this function in descending manner, but here you need to arrange your circuit in ascending manner. Now see, if the denominator degree is greater than numerator, generally we observe here v naught term is 0, right? Because when b naught term is 0, then only you can take an out s is common from denominator. Okay, अगर b naught 0 होगा तभी आप s को कॉमन लोगे, तो ही ये फॉर्मेट आपका डिनोमिनेटर s इंटू एस समथिंग ऐसा आएगा, राइट? इसका कुछ भी पावर हो सकता है, राइट? m माइनस वन होगा जनरली, क्योंकि हाइएस्ट पावर इज m. इफ यू टेक एन m, s इज अ कॉन्स्ट आउटसाइड फ्रॉम दिस equation, so your equation is s power of m minus 1 plus this all. So here b naught term is 0, right? So while dividing this the numerator by denominator, your circuit is just like that. See, there is a one constant term is you will get, that is represent with k naught by s, right? This is nothing but your partial fraction method. Now see, this term is to format a 1 by a by s and b by this equation, second one. So this is the same. Now from this you can observe this is a general method. This is your total impedance is represent into two impedance in series connection, right? So this is your Z1s and this is your Z2s. So Z1s, by comparing these two equation, you can clearly observe that Z1s is nothing but your positive real function and represent a capacitor in case of Z1s, Z of S. When you compare this equation with the admittance circuit, you can observe that this Z1s is represent your shunt inductor. Okay, in case of admittance circuit. Now see how to draw that circuit. See here, in case of impedance function, this Z1s is nothing but your 1 by k naught, right? 1 by k naught is represent your capacitor. Now 1 by k naught is represent your capacitor, okay. And here 1 by sorry, in case of this admittance function, this represent your shunt inductor, okay. So this circuit you will get when you removal of pole at the origin, okay. Third one is removal of conjugate imaginary poles. So here you are going to remove the removal of conjugate imaginary poles. Now for any function you can define in P by Q format, right? So this is your standard format, P by Q format. But in denominator q of s, you can also represent with this s square plus omega 1 square into q1 of s. So this is your new function, new not new function, you have to just factorize that denominator in terms of their imaginary conjugate. Now this s square plus omega square, you can also represent this in this format. Now see, this is a complex pole, right? So in this we will also find, you can see that whenever there is a complex pole, they are always conjugate to each other, right? If now see here, this is s plus j omega, s square plus omega square. So what are the conjugate? Let's say this is a j omega term, right? J omega term, and this is your real axis term, sigma term. So once if one conjugate of one pole is observed from this imaginary axis at minus j omega, okay, sorry, plus j omega 1, sorry, omega 1. So automatically the second conjugate will be observed on this negative imaginary axis at minus omega 1. Okay, so this is a j omega axis. So that's why we are this is a complex conjugate. That's why we are consider this k is a common for both. So k1 by s plus j omega 1 plus k by s minus j omega 2. Okay, plus your this rest of the part of this pes upon k of s. So this term is generally observed, numerator is same, so you can represent this with this 2k by s square plus omega 1 square. Okay, and this is your z2 of s. Now the series combination of this z2 of s is this represent the series combination of z2 of s. Now let assume the parallel LC circuit. This is a one equation, right? You get this equation from this. Okay, this is your one equation. Now when you compare this equation, this term, especially this term, in the format of series parallel combination of LC, you generally observe here this combination of L and C is L in Laplace domain. L represent is Ls and represent is 1 by Cs, right? So when I take the parallel combination of this L and C, so what I get here, this numerator is product of these two and denominator is sum of these two, right? Parallel combination. When I compare this with this equation with this standard format, I just do such a arrangement by which I can easily compare with these two terms. Now see, L by C, this S is getting cancelled out from here, right? So this in numerator L by C and in denominator take the cross multiply of these two terms. So S square L plus 1 by C divided by S. This S term is going to numerator side. So that is nothing but this L S, and here I taken out L is a common from denominator. So this L term is getting cancelled out from numerator and denominator. Okay. So at the final term, you will get this 1 by C S divided by S square plus 1 by LC. Okay, 1 by LC. Now, now this is your standard format, right? 1 by S, 1 by C divided by S square plus 1 by LC. Now see, this compare this with your Z1 of S. What is Z1 of S? This is nothing but your Z1 of S, right? So when I compare these two terms, what I get, this is 2k divided by s square plus omega 1 square. Okay. So now see here, 1 by c is nothing but your 2k. So this 2k is nothing but your 1 by 2. Uh, Sorry. When you find out c, you will get 1 by 2k. Okay. Now see, omega square is nothing but your 1 by LC from when you compare these two terms. So L from here you can easily find out your L value. L is nothing but your 1 upon omega square into C, right? So this is nothing but your L, L by is L is nothing but your omega square C, right? Is equal to 2k by omega square. So remember this formula. Now, the function, if the function is admittance, this is for the impedance. If the function is admittance format, now what are the functions is y of s is nothing but your this the same function, but here this factor is represent your admittance, right? So how to solve it? The process is same. When you find out the all, you will get your L value is nothing but your 1 upon 2k, and C value is 2k by omega 1 square. So this method is already explained with this PDF. Okay, so you can just go through that. So we cover this, right? Removal of pole at imaginary pole, conjugate imaginary pole. So here the method is given. You have to simple just do arrange that admittance in the standard format, right? That is 1 upon z format. So by doing such a arrangement, and then at final state you have to compare only L and C component. Now the removal of constant. So this is a very simple simple, right? How to remove the constant is, and these are the circuits. Okay, now the removal of constant is for any format there are some constant is also present. Now for see the here standard equation, this is the constant, right? So this is that is totally depend on you on which constant you are want to going to separate it out. Generally the constant is we, okay, we will see now. Now see here, generally this constant is represent in this format, right? You want to remove that constant k, and this constant either represent your resistance or represent your this uh, either represent your resistance or your conductance, right? Now see here, z1 is nothing but your uh, means total impedance minus of this constant, right? Simple. Total impedance is nothing but your constant plus this z1 format. Similarly, total admittance is nothing but your k plus y1 format. So y1 of s is nothing but your total minus of this constant. So this constant is always represent your either this resistance k, or you can say your conductance. So here, or you can say in y admittance circuit, this k is represent your this shunt resistance. Okay, but in this y circuit you have to take the reciprocal of that, because the k terms is for y format, right? So for resistance you have to take the reciprocal of that. Now the Foster circuit, so this is the removals, means this is the methods by which you can uh, synthesize your circuit, right? Now see some example here. I'm not consider that example in the PDF, but you can directly observe from this. Now see, this is the first question. Synthesize your impedance function. This impedance function is given to you. Okay. Now this impedance function is going to you, given to you. Now first of all observe. Uh, you have to synthesize, right? So first of all observe which degree is greater than, right, with other. And so numerator degree, what is the maximum degree for numerator is 2. What is the maximum degree for denominator is also 2. Okay, but when you observe the numerator for denominator constant is b naught is 0, right? B naught is 0 for denominator. See, so you can say that if the constant is 0, so in such a question you have to implement the pole at origin method, right? Because we already see that when the pole at the origin we are at there, generally v naught is 0. Okay, so here we are going to use that removal of pole at the origin. Okay, so how to proceed is you have to simple arrange this equation in descending manner, right? So rewrite this z of s, in descending order of their equation, that is 60 plus 6s plus s square, right? Divided by this is s square and this is 10s plus s square, right? So simple, you have to use the ordinary division method, or you can say Hurwitz polynomial division method. So here in that case we have used the this descending order of your equation, but here we have to use ascending order of arrange the equation in ascending manner, right? So divide numerator by this denominator. So you have to do such a arrangement. So you have to multiply 6 by s to this equation, right? When you multiply this equation by 6 by s, so this first term is getting cancelled out, right? And this is nothing but here what you get is s square. Now see, for any circuit when you use this division method, you can represent here is impedance is given to you, right? So z of s is nothing but your quotient, right? Whatever you will get here, this is your quotient plus your remainder divided by your divisor, so this term. So in this format you can represent it, or you can say one I explain you, or that ladder circuit, right? In previous classes of this unit number 3. So in that ladder circuit, how to represent that z of s is nothing but your z of s in such a format that z of s is uh, means z1 of s plus 1 by something y of this format, right? In such a format I already cover one example. Okay, so in that case you can say that when you divide this and whatever the remainder you will get, so that remainder, now if you proceed further, so how to proceed it, you have to use और यू कैन से यू हैव टू डिवाइड दिस टर्म विद दिस, राइट? ऐसा कुछ डिवाइड करना पड़ता था आपको, 10s प्लस एस स्क्र. सो इफ यू ऑब्जर्व दिस, व्हाट इज एक्चुअल दिस रिप्रेजेंट टू यू, 10s प्लस एस स्क्र डिवाइड बाय एस स्क्र, राइट? ये रिप्रेजेंट कर रहे हैं यहाँ पे. But when you use this method, if the impedance is given to you, right, this is impedance, so this term, this quotient is nothing but your impedance. Okay, and second question, or you can say whatever the second question you will get from this, that is your admittance, or you can say that this is your this is represent your admittance. Okay, admittance y, but you have to write this in impedance format, so that's why we are reverse the this, that's why remainder upon denominator, this divisor. So what is the equation for this z of s is nothing but here what are the quotient is 6 by s plus what are the this remainder is s square, or you can say reverse this or take the reciprocal of this, which is nothing but here s square divided by 10s plus s square. Okay, both are same, which I explain here. It depends on you by इट्स डिपेंड्स ऑन यू कि आप क्या कंसिडर करके उसको एनालाइज करते हो. ओके, now this is your this format, in this format. Now see, z1s is from this you will get this 6 by s, right? This is your z1s, and what are your z2s? Z2s nothing but your this representation. Now taken out s is a common from this, and cancel out numerator and denominator. What you will get, s upon s plus 10, right? Here s upon s plus 10 you will get here. Now uh, now this is your uh, this impedance, right? But how to take the admittance for this network? Simple reciprocal of that. Okay, when you reciprocal this z2 of s, you will get y2 of s. Now further separate out this, you will get divide s by s is 1 and 10 by s. So what is represent is the second function of y2 of s is a parallel combination of this one more one more conductance plus what is represent this uh, 1 by cs. 1 by cs is generally represent your uh, inductor, right, in admittance format. So see, the parallel combination of one more conductance and the inductance is 1 by 10 h. This is your final representation. Simple. Whatever the circuit is whatever the equation is or function is given to you, you have to break that function in such a format by which you can easily compare that your standard equation, right? So now see, in first case, we have break this equation by dividing this in this format. So by this you can get z1 of s, and the second z2 of s. This is you by looking this z2 of s, you can clearly observe this is some combination of that, right? But this is quite difficult. But if you consider z2 of s. Now you can observe that when you take the reciprocal, you can further divide or separate out this equation into two format. So that's why we are reciprocal this term, or you can say take the admittance of this function. Once you get the admittance, you can easily represent this admittance function in this format. Okay, in this equation. Now, please note that. Okay, okay. Now, this is a series, this is a parallel combination for the second function, right? This is a parallel combination for the second function of y2 of s, and add up this, you will get this 6s, 6 by s your z1 of s. So, what is a y1 of s here? Y1 of s is nothing but your y1 of s is nothing but your s by 6, right? S by 6 is what represent. Here C is nothing but your 1 by 6, right? CS in admittance function, C is represent with CS, right? So that's why the capacitor is 1 by 6 farad. Okay. So the total admittance function is nothing but your Y1 plus Y2. So this is your admittance function, this is your Y1, and this is your Y2. This whole combination is represent your Y2, right? This is your Y2. Now, uh, there are one more examples. See here, this is a function. You have to synthesize the network which has admittance function. Okay, you have to synthesize network and draw the network. What are the component consist with this? You have to find out that. So now see, when you observe this circuit, you have to generally observe there are some constant term is present in that. So there are two methods for solving this circuit. So how to solve this? See, there are two methods. So we will going to see one by one. So from this is a one method. Okay. Now see, from this is a one method, and this is second method. So in first method, when you observe that when you putting the this means frequency term zero here, function is get the means, see, when you put omega value is 0, you will, what you will get, your impedance is getting uh, minimum at this omega, ki is equal to omega I. That's why when I put the omega value is 0, so there are some constant you will get, and that constant is directly represent your conductance for this admittance function. Now see, how to find out this real function? Simple. This is your overall function, right? So for finding out this real function of this, you have to rationalize by denominator, right? So this is your replace this as with your j omega term. So first of all, you have to replace this term with j omega term. Now 5u 5u j omega plus 3 divided by 2j omega plus 4. So you have to rationalize with this 4 minus 2j omega divided by 4 minus 2j omega. When you multiply this by numerator and denominator by this term, you will get, so observe that your denominator term is getting रियल, राइट, ये आपका जे ओमेगा का टर्म यहाँ से रिमूव हो जाएगा, राइट. व्हाट आर द डिनोमिनेटर हेयर? सी, this is nothing but your a square plus b, a square minus b square format, right? So that will be a square minus b square format, right? So what are the a is a 4 here, so 16. And what are the b square? A square minus b square, what is a b square? Is 2 j omega. So 2 j omega ka whole square, right? So which is nothing but your j square is minus 1, so minus minus getting plus, and 2 omega square is 4 omega square, right? So this is your denominator term, and the numerator term with the combination of this real and imaginary part. So here only the real part is considered. That's why when you real part, only real part is considered, you will get this. Okay. So directly the middle step is not given here. So that step are this. So when you solve that circuit and observe the real part of this function, you will get this. Okay. Now, here you have to put the value, omega value is 0. When you put the omega value is 0, you will get this term is 0. So this is nothing but your 12 by 16. When you reduce that, you will get 3 by 4. This is nothing but your y1. Okay. Now, you can say that your total admittance of y of s is nothing but your y1 of s plus y2 of s. Now y1 you calculated. How to find out this y2 of s? Simple. This minus this term with this. Okay. When you minus that two terms, you will get y2 of s. Same way, you have to reduce that circuit in this standard format. Now you will get this. You can reciprocal that this circuit and observe your impedance format, right? So impedance you will get this. Now from this you can say that this is your resistance, right? R is nothing but your 4 by 7, and what is represent is C, right? 1 by cs is nothing but your 1 by cs is nothing but your 1 upon 7 by 8 into s. So what, from this, what is the value of C? Is nothing but a 7 by 8 farad, right? Now if you calculate this, find out this, now you can represent this in terms of z1. What is the value of z1? Is 4 by 3 ohm. Now see, this all are impedance, for impedance value, right? So it is better to represent the circuit in impedance format. So when you see the circuit, now see, this is a combination of this, parallel combination of this. Okay, so here only the admittance format is given, but you can also represent that circuit in impedance format. Okay, so that means this value is convert into the admittance format. यहाँ पे मैंने क्या किया, ये इसको impedance format में explain कर दिया. But once you find out this term, you can also represent that term in your admittance format, right? Now the second method is this. Second method is simple. You have to divide. So there are some printing mistakes. You should be take care of that. So when you divide this numerator by this denominator, so you will get, first of all, observe the equation here. Okay. So here is the function is same. There are constant term. Okay, and degree is equal, right? So same way you have to divide numerator by this denominator. So when you divide it, you have to adjust that first term, right? You have to getting, you want to cancel out this first term. So how to cancel out that term is when you multiply this term with this whole term with 3 by 4. So this 4 cancel, and here is 3. So this is minus, so 3 getting cancel out. And this is minus term. So 5s minus 3s by 2 is, you will get 7s by 2. Now, now see, this is your, what function is given to you? Admittance function, right? So this is nothing but your y1, y1, right? So I can write this y of s is nothing but your y1 plus remainder by divisor. So this is nothing but your 3 by 4 plus what is the remainder is 7s by 2, and what is the divisor here? 4 plus 2s, 4 plus 2s. Okay, so I hope this is clear to you. So this represent y1 plus y2. Now how to find out this z2 is simple, reciprocal this term y2 term. So you will get z2. Now why we are going to reciprocal that this term? Now see, when you reciprocal this, you can easily separate out this term, right, into two format. So when you separate out this, you will get 8 by 7 plus 4 by 7. Now this is a series combination of uh, two element. This is a c, right, and this is a rc element, right? This is a r and this is a c. From this you can easily find out the c. So that's why this is a series combination of r and c, and the whole circuit is connected with parallel, right? Because you are finding the admittance function, right? So this circuit, and what is the z1? Z1 is nothing but here 4 by 3 here. So that's why 4 by 3 ohm is connected in ohm, right? You have to uh, find out z1 from this. Now you need to find out the admittance function. Okay, so simple, add these two term. सी हेयर इज ऐसा कुछ स्पेसिफाई नहीं है यहाँ पे, आपको एडमिटेंस फॉर्मेट में लिखना है कि क्या, यू हैव टू जस्ट सिंथेसाइज दिस नेटवर्क. ओके, सो अकॉर्डिंग टू योर व्हाट इक्वेशन you will get from this, so according to that you have to synthesize. Now the admittance is given to you, admittance function is given to you, right? But when you synthesize, it is easy to what you will get in this z format, impedance format, right? So for impedance format, what are the overall z, y is nothing but your combination of this y1 plus y2 is nothing but your y. But how to get y1 plus y2? By a reciprocal, by this network. So you have to just arrange or take the parallel combination of these two. Okay, now third one is, see here one more example is given. So here simple, you have to remove the constant term, right? Constant term is 1 is given to you, so you have to remove the 1. So first of all, uh, 1 is given to you, so constant here is 1. So simple, this z of s I can represent z1 of s minus of 1, sorry, plus of 1. So what is the value of z1 of s? So z1 of s is nothing but your z of s minus 1. So uh, you can find out this. Wait a minute, guys. Huh? Yes, here you need to separate out this one, or removal of this one from your main equation, main function. So by this way you can remove this one, so by this you can easily find out your z1, right? So when you do such a arrangement, you will get this. Simple, you have to cross multiply with this is a function minus 1, right, is equal to your z1 of s. So when you cross multiply this, you will get this numerator term. Now this term is getting cancelled out, right, from this, and this term is getting cancelled out. So this is 2 s square plus 1 divided by this. Now the same way, this is your z1 of s. You can reciprocal of this z1 of s, you will get y1 of s. Okay, now divide these two device numerator by the denominator. The same process, this is your z1 of s, right? Sorry, y1 of s. And what is y2 of s is nothing but your remainder upon divisor. So s by 2 divided by twice of s square plus 1. Now the same process you have to proceed. Okay, see here. Now this you can also observe this y2 terms in terms of your z2 terms. Z2 of s. Simple, take the reciprocal of that. Once you find out these z2 terms, right? Impedance of these terms, represent that terms with this parallel combination of these two terms, y2, y2 and y1. So what are the combination of that? First of all, see 4s by 2 by s. So 4s is represent your 4 is represent your L, and 2 by s here C is nothing but your 1 by 2 farad, right? So inductor and 4s and the capacitor 1 by 2s in series, right? See here, inductor and capacitor is in series for this, and Z2 of s. Sorry, this 5 by 2s is nothing but your y1 of s. Okay, so this is overall function is your y1 of s, y of s, right? Okay, so you are taken out one as a constant from this. So this is the impedance function is given to you. Okay, so one represent here your resistance here, right? Because you have to taken out one from this impedance function, so one is represent your resistance here. Okay, so these are the methods so by which you can draw the this circuit, synthesize your circuit. Now by the same process you can also analyze your Foster and core circuit, which I left in your unit number 4, right? Two port network, I left that two topic, that is Foster and core circuit. So by the same method you have to find out that as well. So I simply taken the some basic of that, and next lecture I will cover that both these two topics. So first of all, see Foster circuit. What do you mean by Foster circuit? So Foster circuit is nothing but the series combination of your impedance, various impedance, and that impedance is nothing but different combination of your element. Okay, Foster circuit is generally represent for the impedance, and this is nothing but your series combination of impedance. So there are such a certain condition by which you can proceed. So simple network synthesis is done by two methods. First is Foster circuit method, second is causal circuit method. So in Foster one circuit, we are generally dealing with this impedance, and in Foster's second circuit, we are generally dealing with admittance. Okay, if I ask draw the Foster one circuit, it means I ask you to find out your impedance of that circuit. Okay, so this is the first step. First of all, identify which circuit is given to you, either is Foster 1 or Foster 2. If the Foster 1 circuit is given, that means you need to find out this impedance of that circuit, impedance circuit of the function. And second one is you have to arrange your function in such a format your denominator should be the factorial format, right? There are number of factors are in denominator. Third one is you have to split by the partial fraction. Once you arrange your question in this format, now you have to separate out with the partial fraction method. And fourth one is compare the standard function. There are certain standard function by which you can comparing and comment what element, what is the value of that element, and what is the function is represent. And fifth is you have to synthesize your circuit. It means you have to draw your synthesized circuit, right? And this is a Foster 1 format. Now what is a Foster 2 format? Foster 2 format is nothing but the same in this, but in this you have to uh, draw the parallel circuit combination. It means it is a parallel circuit combination. Okay, so here we are generally talking about the admittance function. So admittance is nothing but the reciprocal of your impedance function. The same way you have to arrange your function in such a format. Your denominator should contain the factors term. Okay. Now the second method is this, right? Third is you have to split the this function by the partial fraction method. So by which it is easy to synthesize your problem, right? And the fourth one is you have once you factorize that function, you have to compare that function with your standard function. Okay, so at the last stage you have to synthesize draw the synthesized circuit. So for this Foster second format you have to draw in this uh, admittance format. Now there are certain standard circuit which I written here. So once this is a four step, right, at which you have to compare your standard function, right? What after splitting the function, you have to compare your function with this format. So by which you can easily comment either means what circuit, what function is contain what element, right? So these are the some standard functions z of s for this impedance format, and this is for admittance function. So if you will get this function at your last, right, so you can say that there are capacitor with this and the inductor with this value. Okay, so we will going to see this is a Foster 1 and Foster 2 format, right? See if, what do you mean by Foster 1 is Foster 1 is nothing but your impedance with a series combination, and Foster 2 is your admittance with a parallel combination. When you when we see the core 1 and core 2 circuit in this, the combination of these two, okay, by the uh, okay, so in Foster 1 there are different combination. For example, LC, RL, and RC. So there are certain different combination of the this Foster circuits. So we will going to cover in next lecture, and we will complete this Foster as well as the core function in that class, probably tomorrow, right? Tomorrow we have class. So after that, only the pole zero and your frequency response analysis is remaining. Okay, so that's it for today.